the Memphis Grizzlies. I have them being the 11th seed in the West and going 34-48. If you look at this standing, you think, wait, why are they going down the standings? Did they get worse? Maybe. The main trade they did this year was trading Valanciunas away for Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe. They used Eric Bledsoe to trade for Patrick Beverley, and right away traded Patrick Beverley to the Timberwolves, and I don't even know what they traded him for. So pretty much, they traded Valanciunas, and Jarrett Culver, yes. They traded Valanciunas, got back Steven Adams and Jarrett Culver. And I guess Jarrett Culver was kind of a replacement for Grayson Allen, who was another guy who they traded to the Bucks. And that was a questionable move. So they did a few questionable moves this offseason. Yes, Ja Morant will get better, and even if he doesn't really take a huge leap, he's still Ja Morant. But I don't feel like they really did much to get better this offseason. They did have a pick which they used to select Zaire Williams, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Zaire Williams. And I mean, that's decent, but like, they don't look amazing. Ja Morant is Ja, like I said before. Let me talk about, okay, the starting lineup for this team is probably going to be Ja, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Jaren Jackson, and Steven Adams. That's most likely going to be the starting lineup. Almost 100% certain. But this team doesn't really look much better from last year. Let me start by talking about Ja. Ja brought this team to the playoffs last year through the play-in. Still brought his team to the playoffs. And he did all that. And he showed that he's ready to lead his team where they need to go. He's ready to be that Trae Young type of guy. He just needs more help. And he could be that Trae Young type of guy because Steven Adams is good. Because the Grizzlies are I see them as the Hawks of the West. Because the Hawks got a young point guard who leads the team, a lob threat as a power forward, and another lob threat defender as their center. So that type of mold also used to fit the Grizzlies. They had a leading point guard, a lob threat, also but mainly a stretch big as their power forward, and another kind of stretch big, great defender as a center. So it was kind of a Walmart Grizzlies team. Or no, a Walmart Hawks team. That's what I meant to say. A Walmart Hawks team. And it's kind of interesting the way that worked out. Because from 2018 and 2019, you have two generational talents and two great small point guards who lead their teams. And that I think is really interesting. But where am I going with this? The Grizzlies aren't the Hawks. They're not as good as the Hawks. Nowhere near as good as the Hawks. Well, I wouldn't say nowhere near, but they're not as good as the Hawks. And by trading Valanciunas, that really made them worse. They really traded Valanciunas and Grayson Allen, two really good players on their team who helped them get to the playoffs. They traded those two for Jarrett Culver and Steven Adams. And I'm not discrediting Jarrett Culver or Steven Adams at all. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying it's a bit of a downgrade from what they had before. Anyways, Ja. Is he an all-star this year? He would have, of course, Curry, Lillard, and Luka are gonna make it. Chris Paul might make it. I don't think Westbrook's gonna make it, considering he's gonna have to share the ball with LeBron and AD. But if he could make it. But I'd say he's probably not gonna make it. So he does have a decent chance of being an all-star. There's gonna be two pretty open spots, right, in my opinion, in the West when it comes to all-star. And De'Aaron could take it, and Ja could take it. those would be my 2 picks, or maybe even Clay if he comes back, but I doubt it. Maybe even, I don't know who else could win it. If Paul George is a shooting guard, I'm hoping he classifies as a forward, so that opens up space for more of the guards to make it. Who else could win it? There's not really many others like in the West that could fit in there. There's really Ja and De'Aaron. Like Chris Paul and Westbrook are there, but like I don't know if they're gonna make it because Chris Paul's getting older, and Westbrook is on a super team. Well, kind of super team. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. Ja could end up being an all-star, and that would be a huge leap for him, but it's not guaranteed. He's fighting with a lot of other point guards in the West, so you never know what's gonna happen. Moving on with the rest of the team, Dillon Brooks, defensively he's good. Jaren Jackson, I'm hoping he could stay healthy this year, because I really liked Jaren Jackson coming out of the draft. He's a stretch big who can also defend. Probably my favorite type of big. But so far he really hasn't done much ever since his like first year. Or first 2 years maybe. Ever since those first 2 years, he hasn't really done much in the league. So hopefully he can actually play more this season and get more opportunities to play and ball out. If they did make the play-in, I'd be happy for them, but I don't know if it's really guaranteed. You never know what's gonna happen in Memphis. So at the end of the day, anything's possible. And I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna end it. I don't really have much to say about Memphis, except just talking about Ja. I do like Ja as a player. I just don't know if this team's gonna be as good as they were last year. So that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, share, comment down below tips, tricks, or ideas you have for me to do on this channel. That'll be it for me today. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.